W&I Field Assistance presents
This is closed
FA
captioned,
Quality Island.
by the way.
It is closed caption, and all of the actors' names are names redacted. I really love names redacted in that one movie that Names Redacted did. Do you remember that movie?
Well, yeah, it's like Eddie Murphy, right? The same person somehow manages to play all of these characters simultaneously.
Yep, that's exactly it. So this is another video from our friends at the IRS that they spent part of that, what was it, 60 grand on?
Yeah.
60 grand, I think?
Yep.
Yeah. You can see where the money went, though, because this video is so much higher quality than the Star Trek one.
Well, that
Look at
CG,
that CGI
the CG
island.
there is probably like 9/10 of the budget, right? New
Yeah.
music plays and
So-
ends, by the way.
So it said that guy is played by Name Redacted, but I'm pretty sure that's Steve Ballmer in the middle of the table there.
No, really, I saw a ship.
I don't know, he's not
Take a
sweating
look for
quite enough to
yourself.
be Steve Ballmer.
Gilligan, you see ships
Get
all
used
the
to this set.
time, and they're usually
gonna be
just
seeing a
little
lot.
specks on the horizon.
I know.
Yeah,
I've got great
trying to
vision,
rescue us
but
from this
time I
shipwrecked
really saw a
island.
ship. Take a
God,
look for
what a
yourself.
jerk.
Oh, where's Mr. Howe? He will need
Did
to
you
get
see how well
into
they sold that
this.
joke about her looking through the
We need
binoculars
a
on his
bonfire
neck
to
and
get
it
their
strangling
attention.
him?
Skipper, do we have any more of those flare guns?
Why is he
Professor,
pointing at his
I think
head
it's
when he
time.
says flare gun? Like, is he
Well, okay.
attempting to say, I'm just gonna
Skipper and I
end
were
it
saving this for everybody.
right now?
We've been in contact with the SS
This is the best name of a ship
Continuing
ever.
Voyage
SS
for
continuing the
Quality
voyage for
Assistance.
quality and
It
field
just so happens that
assistance.
the boat's gonna be here soon, so we all need to get
It
our
comes
stuff
from a
together
long
so we
line
can
of
join the cruise
SS
station.
continuing the voyage and quality assistance ships.
This seriously looks like a back room of a Hawaiian hotel. Like, they just took all the luau crap, threw it in the back room, and that's what their set was.
Yeah, they had to put out the tiki torches.
We see
Tiki,
that they're going
tiki torches.
to remittance review.
So somehow they got the message in the bottle before the ship even got to their island.
And when we saw they were
Maybe they have a
spending some
bottle
time on
cannon,
the
like
island
those
with
t-shirt
traffic
cannons at
management,
sports games.
we knew we had to work fast. That island is
That's
very
what everybody
important.
does.
Boy,
Fire
I wish I'd
messages
been
in
there
a
with
bottle
you.
out.
That's okay, little buddy. You were doing good work here in the TAC. Your work was as important. to
Apparently,
our survival
Gilligan
as
was
what we were
actually
doing.
stuck on this island
Okay,
before the
okay.
events of
Guess
Gilligan's
we all have
Island.
our own responsibilities.
Exactly, little buddy.
But what about the ship? And what
So I
about
almost don't want to
Thurston?
bring this up because the video is so high quality, but do you think that blue background was supposed to be a blue screen that they kind of screwed up on?
No, it's supposed to be a sunset. A really, really bad sunset. Because they're on a tropical island. They sold it real well.
Quality and field assistance is ready to depart for CPE port.
You know, I think they keep saying the name of the ship because they're afraid the people will forget. Like, it's come up at least 3 or 4 times already in 3 minutes.
You know what makes it look like a what makes it look like a real TV show is the collar
Do
microphone.
you think formal attire will be appropriate?
Yes, that would be
Are they
lovely.
suggesting that the IRS is all located on this entire island?
Know about this.
We're outsourcing now our tax assistants
We're going to
in the
To
field.
some like Pacific Islanders
with
Yeah.
all field
3 hours away
assistance
from Hawaii.
employees
Yep.
During CPE.
somehow.
I remember CPE. It was so much fun.
Oh, it was so much fun.
But what about the
I had a
progress we
blast.
made here?
Almost
We
as
really
fun
got
as
started.
that traffic management island.
Okay, we're ready to
Sad
go.
Horn
We
Place.
can use the
I hear
field
that all the
assistance
time while I'm
program
watching
letter,
this.
The raft we built to get us to the ship. It's extremely sturdy and will certainly hold
So
on.
wait, this is like a spoof of Gilligan's Island, but they all escape in the very first episode?
Wait, remember what's important.
Why would you need to build a raft to
Enhancing
get to a
tax
ship?
payer
Wouldn't they have
experience,
rafts to
improving our
come get
quality,
you?
and
Especially if
educating
Thurston is
taxpayers.
already on board.
These have been our major initiatives.
Yeah, how did he get there? Wait a minute, that's a plot hole.
To move on, and we'll
How did
IR
he get there?
IRS videos
I have to know.
made on $60,000 never have plot holes.
Let's be ready to
Well, you can
sail
tell it all
for
went
the
towards
ship
their
first in the
their
morning,
wardrobes
okay?
here.
Especially Marianne's.
Now hurry up, guys. Let's get our gear.
Do you think they
together.
knew they were going to be doing this video when they came into work in the
You
morning?
bring the-
Well, clearly Marianne did, and she had her shirt
You
tied
get
like
the
that
IRM
in
life
advance.
Where do you even get a
Gilligan, you're in
giant
charge
drink
of
umbrella?
business objects and the program letter. Marianne,
What the
you
hell
get
is the treasure chest of quality? Are there like
And
chocolate
Ginger,
gold
you're in charge of
coins
our
inside?
three-legged stool. Customer satisfaction, employee satisfaction, and business results.
Which is a stool. somehow.
And I'll bring the periscope lists.
Is that a euphemism?
In scope, out of scope, periscope.
Come on, that was a good joke right there. Best joke of the entire video.
Because there's two of them, so it's a pair of scope.
Ha ha ha.
They dance off.
Wow.
So there's 10 minutes left on this video. What could
Oh
possibly
no, there's a
happen
flashback.
now?
I've only been with field assistants for 2 years now.
This
Some
is just
employees
episode
have
1.
been here
There's
much
multiple other
longer. Some were
episodes.
here before we stood up 10 years ago. You know,
So
What-
some
20
things are
years?
the
What does
same
that
as they
mean?
were
They
10
keep
years
saying
ago.
this like they
We still
stood up.
provide a
Did they
wide
like
variety
haze
of
all of their
services to millions
IRS
of
people and make them do
customers.
stand up beforehand? Oh, you must be a comedian before joining the IRS.
Remember in 2008? when we
Oh, I
had
thought you were
economic
thinking some kind of
stimulus
torture where they just
program?
literally couldn't sit down
The
for like
funding
5
has
hours.
Oh, that'd be
happened
better.
in the last 10
Yeah.
years. Our systems have helped
It's
us
mostly
improve
just because the
reliability
IRS can't
of our
afford
data.
chairs, though.
We've taken on initiatives such as open houses,
This is hard to
Solutions
watch.
Saturday, and correspondence adjustment work.
So is she the
Most
skipper?
importantly, our accuracy
Yeah.
rates are
It
higher
just
than they've
occurs to
ever
me.
been.
I guess she's wearing the skipper
We're
hat.
moving our CPE to DVD.
5 minutes in, I
Huge
figure out who she
accomplishment,
is.
allowing us to deliver the same message to all employees across the country.
Did you move your CPE to
With the
DVD?
help of
I
employees,
did.
we've made
Yo, you
great
know me.
progress, and I look forward to what the future has in store.
Just waiting for you to start singing a Jackson 5 song now.
Wacky music.
I gotta get going. I'm gonna be late.
Good thing they put that little caption that says audience laughter here, because I would, you know, just watching it, I would guess there is no audience at all. Silly me.
Ginger on being famous. Ah.
Oh, I like this one.
You can tell she's
I
ginger
remember
because she's
this
blonde.
one, too. Which one will I wear for the raft trip to the SS continuing the voyage for quality?
Did they ever
and
watch
fuel
Gilligan's
efficiency?
Island? Why would you call a blonde woman
I
ginger?
wore this one on the day.
I
we
would like to
stood
point
up.
out they just said the ship name
What
yet
a
again for the
day.
4th time in 7 minutes. Maybe 5th.
The SS assuring
You know, back
quality
when we first
in
got to the
something.
island for a
Continuing assuring the
had
quality in
Assuring.
field,
famous
whatever.
stand-up.
It's
And
like,
for those of you who weren't around at the time, and even for those of you who were, you might remember that we had these contact
Ugh.
cards.
Can
And
you believe we
remember
were like
when a
cavemen?
customer would
I
come in,
know.
The
they would
famous.
fill out the time that they arrived in the TAC, and they would keep that card with them until
Ugh.
they got called up by one of the assisters. And then the assister would actually write down on the card what time they started assisting the person.
So
And
then
that's
we
how
had to club a
calculated
mammoth
our
for
wait
dinner?
time.
I know.
Also, do you remember, even though we had Qmatic, we had the keypads back then.
Oh, I do remember the
and they weren't
keypads.
even on our computer.
They were
But
separate from our
now
computer.
We have Famous,
Somehow.
and we actually
When
have
is she
keypads
talking about?
on our computers
10 years ago or
electronically.
100
So
years ago?
Instead of having to keep our manual count on the keyboard, it's
Last
actually
year,
auto-populated
the IRS
on the
just got
computer, and at the
attached
end of the
keyboards
day,
to the
all we have to do
computer.
Where do
is
you
fill in
where do you
our
even get a
overhead.
keyboard without a keypad
And
on it?
even though it
I guess
might
when she
not
says the word
affect
keypad, she probably
you
means some
so
kind of
directly,
horribly
you get
expensive
a lot of
IBM
reports
proprietary
through the business
bullcrap that only the
object
government would
portion
buy.
that flows through
Probably.
that. So instead of having to come back to
I
you
wonder
and
if
have
they
you
wrote
gather
this
information
screenplay for
from
this
your
on
forms
Famous
that you
or
filled
Q
out,
Topics.
managers can just run reports from business objects, which
Qmatics?
really
I've
helps
already
with
forgotten
our
the name of that
staffing.
stupid thing.
So we've come a
Qmatics,
long
yeah.
way from stand-up.
So not only is she wearing earrings, but she's wearing a third earring on her
Changed
necklace.
Out to the raft.
In my feather boa. Oh, it's Gilligan! Yay! Gilligan's my favorite. He always does that fucking physical comedy, like when he sleeps on a table and doesn't move, and then stares directly
I've
at the
been with field
camera
assistants
and
since
doesn't move.
stand-up. I remember when we used to have the P&R guide. The guide was this huge book that had probes.
This is
and
all just
answers to tax
reminiscing.
law
This whole
questions
video is
for
reminiscing
filing
working at the
status,
IRS 10 years
IRAs,
ago.
and
Am I crazy?
dependents. It was bigger than my first.
I don't know. They're
mission on
talking about a
USS
book
Minnow.
probing you,
Many of
though.
us were embarrassed to use it because it gave the perception that we did not know the answers.
The probe
Our
book.
quality suffered. I don't know about you, but when I go to the doctor, I want to have more than a 60% chance.
That's right.
of
I
getting the
want to be
right answer.
probed by the doctor.
have it
Lots of
and
probing
it's
to
working.
find out what's wrong.
Customers are leaving our office with the
Don't
right
worry, their
answer.
ITLA is working.
Yeah.
I bet if you had an ITLA, you'd be doing a much better work too.
Well, I'm sure the IRS ITLA also involves a rectal exam.
How do you misspell
It's morning.
snoring?
Oh no! I have to get to the
How do you
rack.
misspell snoring multiple times in one video? Wait, that was his whole episode? It was just a dream? It's just a dream ending? Well, at least the CGI is impressive.
I'm not going to leave any of you behind.
She's gonna take the entire island with her.
I remember.
That was worthy of laughter. Why?
I don't know.
I remember years ago when I was in a Walmart store. And the lady took my check.
Every great story starts with, I remember when I was in a Walmart store.
She said, oh,
And it's funny
I just
too,
got
because she
my
doesn't look
check
anything
coming
like
out
the
of
people
your
you normally
account
see
for
in
the
Walmart. Usually they're so skinny and
It was
attractive.
astounding. A few years later, as I was watching this process our checks in the field assistant's office, I wondered.
I just know the
why is it we
likelihood is
take
if
all
somebody
these checks
saw
and
her in the
bundle
store,
them
they
and
wouldn't
fill out a bunch of
be
paperwork.
saying,
We put 'em
well,
in
I'm glad I
envelopes
brought
and
my
put 'em
library
all
card because
I
I'm
wondered why
checking
we
you
couldn't go
out.
forward and automatically deposit
That was
checks the
awful.
way Walmart had done just a few years ago when I had been there. Well, lo and behold, this year we decided to test that process or that technology, and 10 sites and field assistants have been testing it, getting through the bumps, working through the processes. And so far,
This
in
is
the
a great
short time we've
anecdote.
been doing that, we've processed over 26,000 payments, totaling over $58 million.
So she's really proud of
Wow.
the fact that
And that's
when
ready
she
to
started
roll
working at
out
the
to all
IRS, they
other
started
sites.
being
And
able to
starting in
cash
November,
checks. What were they doing
many more
before?
sites will be doing this in addition to the test sites.
They can only cash check at
And,
certain
It's
sites?
going to take us a little longer, maybe a
I
little more work on
guess.
our part up front, but you're eliminating
Did
the
they,
shipping
like,
of the
originally have people
the
literally
possibility
walk
of
to every
losing
single
the
bank
checks.
that
It
anyone
increases
possibly could have drawn a
the
check on? Is that how they were doing it
accuracy, less
before? I
errors
don't
in
get it.
taxpayers' accounts. And most importantly, it
Sounds
puts
about
that
right to
money
me.
in the U.S. Treasury immediately, and it's unbelievable the amount of interest that we're going to save on those checks. It's going to be difficult, but I know that our field assistance team is up to the challenge.
Good take.
Good take, that's for sure.
There's no need to
Wait,
do
that
that
was-
a second time.
That was a
I think
daydream
you
too?
help me with these plants.
Yeah. All of these people have their own little skit, and their own little skit consists of nothing except for them dreaming of the past.
Weird.
Here's the professor, otherwise known as not Steve Ballmer. What they just do is they just rearrange those crappy chairs in the back. That's how they dress the set. Okay, guys, this is location C, so make sure the chairs are just in a straight line across the back.
You know, as the professor of this island, I pride myself on being the expert.
And
when
yet
it
somehow
comes to
the tables and
You know, I can
chairs
remember
or
when I
sunset
hooked up
or
some
whatever in the
walkie-talkies
background of
together,
this
there's
flashback is
using
exactly
some
the same.
coconuts, string, and a
As if
hammer.
by magic.
But what I've seen in
Oh my God, his
field
comic
assistance
timing.
is
It's incredible.
unbelievable when it comes to
I know, it's
innovation.
really
That was a
bad.
joke.
You know, this
That was a
past year,
joke,
we
by
used
the way. He made
geographic
coconut
coverage model
phones.
to identify the underserved taxpayers by zip code. And we
This
partnered
guy
with
is
local
seriously
organizations
A jump
you're-
cut.
to
Did you
help
see that?
assist
Yeah, I
the
did.
volunteer sites.
This is
And our employees,
Another one.
Wow, they were just so
It's not
awesome.
What did they
actually
cut out?
They didn't
It's not
hesitate. They
actually
would
a
come to
jump
their
cut though.
office.
It's like
They brought their
they
laptops, their
zoomed it
wireless
in and out
phones,
like
and they were
instantly.
there. They brought a new level of
'Cause there was
service
no
for
I
us.
bet he
breaking-
freaking said a bunch of
Service
swear
for
words, and they had to cut that out.
as well as technical
That guy was
capabilities.
cussing up a
And,
storm.
you know, they reached
This
quite
guy
a few
definitely
people. They
seems
reached
like the
over
type.
5,300 taxpayers this past year, 27 different sites, which was really a big increase over last year. Last year, I think we may have done
How is it
about
possible for this guy to use so many
1,822
words and me to
at
not
9
hear a
different
single
sites.
one?
They were outstanding.
Like, I'm not processing
And
any of
we're
this
gonna- we're
stuff.
even gonna have
I'm just
even a
bored
better
as
year
hell.
next year because of everyone's effort. And if I had them here today, I would
Just love to say,
thank
developers,
you,
developers,
thank you,
developers,
thank you
developers!
for all the exceptional service that
Yep.
they did for the customers. They reached out during such a
I
bad
didn't realize the
economic
IRS
period.
had
And I'd also like to
customers.
say thank yous to those who were behind.
I didn't realize this could be so boring.
The slack while they were out volunteering.
I told
This
you.
is what he
Our
thinks about in his
employees were,
flashbacks?
Gosh, so wonderful this past
Gosh,
year.
gee
I just
whiz.
I just can't believe their innovation.
Gosh,
And you
so
know,
innovative.
Wouldn't surprise me if next year, in our efforts,
Next year being
to reach
last
out to
year, because
customers
this is a
and
flashback.
field assistance, we don't just answer questions that we receive in a bottle.
Well, I'd hope you don't do that
That's how
now.
innovative everyone is.
Quiznos.
Oh my. Gosh, I hope the raft will hold all my papers.
In his
and books.
spare
I don't wanna
time,
lose
the
any
professor
important
runs a
information.
fruit stand.
I think I came up with the ending. They're all gonna bring all their plants and books and shit on the raft, and it's gonna sink because it'll be too heavy. Right? And then they won't actually escape the island.
Thurston and I
See?
had
They're
some
building
good
towards
years
that real
here,
slowly.
learning how to communicate.
Oh,
with
wait, they
people.
forgot to rearrange the chairs.
I remember
Isn't
when
that the exact
Thurston
same
first stood
as
up.
the professor's chairs?
Did you not notice that? She and Thurston didn't know how to communicate when they came to the island,
Back
apparently.
then, we did not have a way to ensure all taxpayers were receiving the same
They
information.
all had to share a dressing room, by the way, which is why they're all packing up on exactly the same table, which also doubles as a
We
fruit
have seen
stand.
a lot and done a lot.
Hell, they all say
ITAS
share the
employees
same
are
name.
shopped by Tigda.
That's true.
Offices now have contact recording.
This just goes to show that IRS people are, in fact, nameless, faceless people.
Look at us now. Each office is consistent with answering taxpayers' questions. We have goals, and the ITAS employees have
ITAS.
accomplished a lot.
These sound like they should be part of the Department of Defense, not the IRS.
Oh, I better hurry.
It's like you
I
have your
just hope
carrier,
Thurston
turn on the
has everything
ITAS, there's
arranged
enemy
for our
contact.
TV event.
Yeah.
Wait. No conclusion? It just left us hanging!
Are you... What? I thought there was gonna be more. Is this the actual full video?
Yeah, that's all that they freaking sent out to the Freedom of Information request, which is how these videos were obtained. Oh well.
Oh man, the IRS has 124 videos on their YouTube account.
I feel good that I paid my income tax and my money went towards this. So do you think the professor built that folding table out of coconuts?
Yes, coconuts and string and a banana.
And a trip to Costco to buy a folding table.
Remember in 2008 when we had the economic stimulus program? But so many things have changed in the last 10 years. Our systems have helped us improve the reliability of our data. We've taken on initiatives such as open houses, Solution Saturday, and correspondence adjustment work. Most importantly, our accuracy rates are higher than they've ever been.